Hey, there we go. All right. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a great President's Day today. I had some deliveries today, and I had to let a bunch of people in, so we couldn't go live at 9 a.m. over here. But we are here now, and I'm still in this copper trade from last week. Okay, so as you can see here, and we did really well. We did really well on the trading challenge. You guys did great on the trading challenge as well. I know Kazi had like $3,000, over $3,000 or something like that. A bunch of other people in there had some great winning trades. Remember, in the trading challenge, we're always looking for about 8% every 2 weeks. Just shooting for 8% every 2 weeks. That's what we're after, right? And I did a couple of videos on this already. You can find it on the YouTube channel. But let's go over trend reversal trading. Okay, let's go over how to take a trend reversal trade that's going to make you the most money and something that you can stay in confidently and just, stick with it and let the winner run. Hey, Frank, good to see you. We got a few people in the room now. So let's get into it. What were we looking at here on this trade? Why was this so exciting and so interesting to us? Well, let's go out to the 4-hour chart and open this up, okay, and take a look. Let's just write this out from the beginning, okay? Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart on copper and see where we were at. So what we had here was this drop-based drop here, and this thing really goes from here all the way. I mean, it's like a level on top of a level, right? Let's just draw it out like this, okay? Go from the entry all the way to the top of that level, that drop-based drop there. So we got a drop-based drop that goes into a drop-based drop. So it's a level on top of a level, okay? Anne-Marie's here. Oh my goodness, Anne-Marie's in the room as well. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. So let's turn this red. Okay, let's turn that red and take a look at where we are. So last week we were pulling up into this supply zone, and what is a supply zone, right? It's the imbalance between buyers and sellers. So you have all these sellers up here in the high time frame supply zone, and we were pulling into that area. What you usually do is you usually wait to see what happens. You wait for some kind of reaction, right? And what we were looking at, okay, if we bring up the cycle indicator here, what we were looking at is the cycle indicator pushing down, right? You're at the top of the cycle, and we're catching this move back down into the trend cloud, okay? So this is a corrective move pulling back into the trend cloud. And where is that? You can box it out just like that. We'll make that green. And there you go, okay? If we drag this over to the left, you'll see that high time frame demand zone right in there. Right there, rally base rally. So we've got our supply zone, and we're pulling back into demand for that move up. All right, so we're trying to rejoin, find the best place that we can rejoin this high time frame trend. So we got the move up, and then we're waiting for this pullback into the trend cloud for that move back up again. All right, so we're making money on this right here. we're making money on the move from here all the way back down into the TrendCloud. And your TrendCloud system is going to show you that, right? It's going to show you the trend. It's going to show you where price is pulling back into. And it's very clear on your chart here. When you know where you are on the chart, it's like looking at a map and saying, okay, I'm in this high time frame supply zone. I know there are sellers here. Let me start to stack information together to build my case for entering this move short. All right. So when we go to our middle time frame here, our middle time frame is showing that we were also right here cycling down at the time. And take a look. Your momentum filter is showing you bearish divergence, right? So we've got price going up, but momentum going down. Okay, so you've got price heading to the upside with not a lot of energy, right? It's kind of continuing up and just running out of fuel really quickly. And that's what this is showing you. And it puts a line on your momentum filter for you, okay? All of this is done for you. So TrendCloud is watching all of this and it's giving you the information. Here's the information for what's happening right now in the market. And you've got to use a trade plan that can utilize that information objectively to take a position in the market. All right. That is what TrendCloud is for. So now if we go over to the lowest time frame here, we go to that 15-minute chart. Look what we were watching on the 15-minute chart. We were watching price become extended and go into that high time frame supply zone, right? So we've got 5 waves in an average trend. TrendCloud counts it out for you. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we are super extended into this trend, and price is inside again of a high time frame supply zone. So lots of sellers, lots of momentum facing down, cycling down, and we're in an extended trend. So we took all of this information and we said, okay, this is enough information for us to take a short position and to follow this thing down as long as it's going to go. All right. We don't know how far it's going to go, but we're going to monitor this trade so that we can continue to put information together to say, yes, it is still continuing to the downside. So on this 5-minute chart, take a look at what happened today. Here's the opening range breakout to the upside, once again, hitting that high time frame supply zone. We would call that a bull trap, right? So a bull trap is where you've got a ton of momentum to the downside, but yet it's breaking out to the upside on the opening range. All right. So when you see a breakout to the upside on your opening range, and you are you have a lot of momentum to the downside, you want to take that into consideration. All right. So this ends up being a bull trap. And now we are breaking to the downside of the opening range, which is what we want. We want this thing to continue that downward movement, okay? And TrendCloud is going to follow that for you every step of the way. The other thing that we can do here is go over to your TrendCloud on this 15-minute chart, and you can have it set an alert, okay? So go over to your alerts, and right here, it'll say create alert, or you can click this button right up here. So you click onto that plus button, go over to your TrendCloud day trading system, and you can say once per bar, and we're looking for a down arrow, right? Down entry arrow. And we can click here and say trend reversal. copper, right? Create, and it's going to pop up right in here. Okay, so every time we hear that bell go off, it's going to send us a text message because we don't want to sit in front of the computer all day, right? We want to manage this trade using our phone, and TrendCloud is now able to send you a signal directly to your phone so that you know the trend is continuing to work out, okay? So go back over here. And what we're going to do is just monitor this. And we're going to wait for a break of structure right here. And then we know that we're really going to have a big winner. Okay, so the big move that we want to see take place is from supply zone all the way back down to demand zone. And you can see if we do make it back down to here, we're looking at almost $3,000, right? So if we go back to last week, right here on Friday, when we got into this trade, Friday the 16th, held it over the weekend. Today is Monday the 19th, and we are still heading down. Okay, so it's a slower process, but this is what we call a swing trade, right? And if you really like trend following and you like taking trend reversals, then go over here to my profile, right on the TradingView platform, click onto profile, and you will find right here a link that will send you the trade plan to the TrendCloud system so that you can follow it exactly as the same way that I'm doing here in the live room, all right? So all we can do is wait now. So we're going to take a look at some other trades here, and we're going to go over the trade plan today. I think it's a great day to go over the trade plan because, again, everything is pretty slow in the market right now. It is President's Day. It's a holiday. But futures market is open, right? Futures market is open, and agricultures are closed, looks like, but currencies are open. Bitcoin is open, and the rest of the futures market. All right, so let's let this trade run its course. You can see the ADR checkpoint right down here. So this has the potential to run today all the way down to that ADR checkpoint here. So let's go down the line. Let's see what's happening on the indexes. Okay. So right here, let's clear the chart, open everything up, and let's check out that high time frame, see what's going on here. 4-hour chart on the S&P. Okay. 4-hour chart on the S&P, moving pretty clean, right? This is really clean. Moves up, pulls back into TrendCloud, moves back up. Look how it comes back. And you've got these deep pullbacks, right? You've got these deep pullbacks and then to the upside. Double click onto your TrendCloud and check off the 100 and 200 simple moving average. Take a look. Look at how TrendCloud pulls back into that 200 simple, makes a move up. Pulls back into the 200 simple, makes the move up. These are the observations that you want to make to track the trade. Pulls back, doesn't quite hit that 100 simple, makes the move back up. Pulls back, tags that 100 simple, and makes the move back up. Okay, so you have to constantly know where you are on the map and have these reference points. Okay, so having reference points using these moving averages is an excellent way to continue to follow the trend. And that's what we do, right? We're trend followers, right? We want to follow the trend, and we want to try to take advantage of trend reversal trades on those lower time frames as well. All right, so this is a great system. It's a very objective system for following the trend and allowing the trader to know where they are at any given point in time. That is what TrendCloud is used for. So as of right now, We are in this upward trend on the 4-hour chart. We're getting a nice signal here to move up. We are cycling up. Momentum kind of flat and to the downside, right? Expected on a low volume day, right? Move over to that 1-hour chart here. Refresh the chart. And let's take a look. Let's collapse this here for now. And the most important indicator on your 1-hour chart is going to be that CCI indicator. The CCI indicator shows you the intermediate trend, right? The 1-hour trend in this case. And it shows you whether or not you have a strong trend or a weak trend. What do we have here? Well, we kind of have mixed signals, right? We've got this sideways movement. The candles are red. The trend cloud is red, but our line in the sand here, this 50 simple moving average, is green. And it's kind of flashing from green to red where we've got mixed signals. Okay. So, you know, we don't want, there's nothing to take advantage of here, right? Except to make the observation that we're going sideways. Now, the CCI indicator is actually telling us that we've got more strength to the downside. Okay, now how do I know that? Well, take a look here. Take a look at the CCI indicator. When you see that blue line, when you see the CCI line cross below negative 100, that's how you know you have a strong downtrend. If it crosses above positive 100, this green line here, then you know you have a strong uptrend. Okay, so as of right now, even though we've got a sideways price action, it's telling us that momentum is still strong to the downside because we crossed below negative 100 and we're kind of going sideways without crossing back up above positive 100. So that's why this line on your CCI indicator is red and why this line is green. So when you cross below the red line, you want to make sure that your CCI blue line here, your CCI indicator, does not break back above positive 100. It's got to stay either below negative 100 or it has to stay inside of this blue area and just kind of, you know, do like this with the occasional breakdown, pulling back. That's how you know you have strength to the downside. Once it does this, once it breaks to the upside for the first time, that's when you know momentum has shifted. Okay, so until that happens, momentum is stronger to the downside. Okay. Now, we're getting some trend cloud signals here to the downside. And what happened today on the opening range? 15-minute chart, that's what we use, right? We use the 15-minute opening range on the indexes. And that middle time frame and also high time frame momentum is down. So it makes sense that we saw a breakout to the downside on our opening range breakout. So this makes sense. So broke out to the downside, right? Broke out to the downside, and now we're retesting the opening range. So, hey, Fernando, you're back. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you, Fernando. We are going over the opening range here, buddy. All right. So when you see momentum to the downside and you break out to the downside on the opening range, that's how you know that you you're moving in the right direction, and you're probably going to get some sort of pullback into the opening range to retest, right? And make that move down. And what we want to see is we want to see We want to see a break of structure here. We want to see a break of structure here and here, right? We want to see all of these levels get broken. And then we know that we're in a really strong downtrend. So that's just another piece of information to add to your trade to stay in the trade, okay? It's lunchtime here, Fernando. It is 12 p.m. It is noon, 12:21 p.m. here in South Florida. So yeah, what we want to do is you always want to look for clues to let you know that you're in the right direction of the trade. And that's what technical analysis is. So what kind of tools do you guys use right now? Or what are you using to let you know that you're in the right trade? Do you have anything? Are you just going on how you feel? Are you just winging it? Are you not using anything? So what I want you guys to start thinking about is, how do you put a trade plan together that fits your style of trading and that does something visual for you? It's got to be visual. Technical analysis is a very visual type of game, isn't it? It's a very visual type of art form. Now, what else can we do here? Well, we can box this out. You can also see right here, this drop base drop, right? Look at this drop base drop right here. Okay, on that 15-minute chart, and look at how the opening range formed right at the top of this supply zone, this drop base drop supply zone here. Okay, formed right at the top, and we had a ton of momentum to the downside. We've got momentum here to the downside. Momentum on the 1-hour chart is still to the downside because we went below -100, right? It's telling us. It's literally telling us all of the information that we need. The problem is when you ignore that information, because your brain is going to try to trick you. Your brain is going to say to you, okay, I need to go long here. I want to go long. And if your indicators and your trade plan are telling you, hey, you really need to be going short here. This is a shorting opportunity, but for some reason you've got it in your brain because maybe the last trade did the opposite of what your trade plan was, right? And you think that that's what's going to happen again to you. So, you got to ignore what your brain is telling you and really listen to the indicators, okay? The system is in place for a reason, right? And we've back tested all of this, didn't we, guys? Right? That's what we do all the time. Every quarter, we're back testing this, we're optimizing, we're making sure our trade plan continues to be sound. And that's what we like to do. So again, if you want all of that information, go over to that profile section here on the TradingView platform and click onto that link right here, that bit.ly link, and you will see all the information on the trade plan and how to access that trade plan. Okay. So on TradingView, in the profile, click on that link and make sure you sign up to receive that trade plan. But that is going to be the best way to stay in a trade and let your winners run. We all hear about, oh, I want to let my winners run. We've got to let the winners run. How do we do that? There are so many different variables on how to do that you will drive yourself crazy if you don't write this stuff down and say, okay, here's an objective plan on how to stay in the trade. And that's what we do, right? That's why we've got a cycle indicator to let us know the timing part of our trade. We have a momentum filter to let us know, Are there shifts in momentum on that highest time frame? Do we see bearish divergence, which is when price goes higher, but momentum starts to decrease? Okay, this is all information that we need to let us know we're doing the right thing and we are following the trend in the right direction. Okay. CCI indicator lets us know about the momentum on the middle time frame. The middle time frame is super important because that's what's going on right now. And then your low time frame is where you're going to actually see the breakout of the opening range, the direction of the trend on that low time frame, and also the targets, right? We want to take targets and entries using the lower time frames. Okay, and you can also use the higher time frames as well for your system. So let's turn on TrendCloud here, and it's pretty much going sideways here, right? So broke out to the downside, and we're pulling back into this supply zone here that's holding. All right, so when momentum is down and price is breaking to the upside into a supply zone, we have to start thinking about how are we going to trap all of these bullish traders. So buyers are coming in, but they're going to run right into all of these sellers here, and it's going to drive the price back down. How do we know that? Well, we're looking at our indicators, right? Momentum is down on the high time frame, down on the middle time frame. So if you've got momentum to the downside across multiple time frames, that becomes very powerful, guys. That becomes very powerful. Let's go check on our copper trade here. And copper, okay, still heading to the downside, right? Momentum is still down. Momentum is down here. And we are looking for that pullback all the way back down to this area, which is the high time frame demand zone, right? So we're pulling back. We don't know how far this is going to pull back, so we have to keep an eye on it, and we want to start seeing breaks of structure, right? So we retested the opening range, and now we're heading down. So we're looking for this, right? Here's the move up, hit that supply zone, break to the downside, retest of the opening range, and a breakdown, right? And we want to break through, we want to start breaking through structure. That's how you know you're on the right side of the trade. All right. Now, it would be really unfortunate if this thing spikes up here, right? And, you know, and takes us out. And now you're left with nothing, right? You'll never know. Don't drive yourself crazy. Okay. Don't drive yourself crazy over trying to figure out thousands of different scenarios and variables, right? You'll just drive yourself crazy. We're up 700. Okay. It did pull back a little bit. We were up, we went up to around $900 and then started to pull back into the opening range here, which is fine, you know, totally fine. Let's take a look at gold and see what did gold do today. Okay, very nice. Okay, so high time frame, pulling back above the trend cloud, right? We almost have a trend reversal signal here on the high time frame. So we're sort of in the middle. We're sort of in between an uptrend and a downtrend on the highest time frame. But we are cycling down with momentum also down. That's very strong. And what we have here, I boxed out the very top of that wick okay, on that candle there. All right, this is the market edge. That's a market edge, and we were heading towards it. If we take a look at the middle time frame, look what's happening. What does it mean when your trend cloud turns the candles ice blue, right? Excellent. Oh, good job. Excellent, Fernando. Good job. Fernando signed up for that trade plan. You're going to get that along with a whole bunch of free videos. Okay, Fernando? So you will see all of that and you can follow along and take your time with it step by step. Learn how price moves with TrendCloud. And it will give you a lot of reference points as to how to follow the trend, and also how to take those trend reversal trades. Good job, Fernando. All right. So what's going on right here on the 1 hour chart? The time frame that is happening right now, right? This is our intermediate time frame, and it lets us know what's going on right now. The trend is extended, right? So we've got an extended trend heading up towards our supply zone. This is exactly how we got into the copper trade, right? Where's the ADR checkpoint? Beautiful, beautiful. Look at how that ADR checkpoint is right in the middle. Okay, it's right in the middle, or towards the top of that market edge, that supply zone. That's exactly how we got into the copper trade. What other information do we have here? Well, CCI is just about to break below that negative 100. That is key. We really want to see that take place. So if we get enough push all the way up to this ADR checkpoint today, we will have an extended trend. Price will have run out of steam because it's hitting the average daily range, okay? And we're going to be looking for a continuation to the downside here. And remember when gold just broke to the downside? Well, it's returning to that area where that all took place. So last week we saw gold drop out of the sky, and we were just like, holy cow, what the heck just happened here? This is where gold dropped out of the sky, okay? So we're also running into, look at this. Let me draw a line here. Look at where that 100 simple is, right there. Look at where the 200 simple is, right there. Okay, ADR checkpoint. 100 simple, 200 simple. Guys, we've got to take advantage of this. We've got to take advantage of this. Is another trend reversal trade setting up for us. This is great news. Okay. So on your micro gold, what you could do is you can take your entry right at that ADR checkpoint and bring your stop loss above the second ADR checkpoint for protection. So you're above, I mean, this is great. You're actually above the second ADR checkpoint as well as the 200 simple, okay? So there's a lot of structural protection there for your stop loss. And we're just under $200, which is great, right? What would that cost on the full contract of gold? Let's take a look at the full contract of gold. And take a look here. If we get in right here, we'll say sell one. It's going to be rather expensive, right? Stop loss, that's more like a $630 risk, right? So you would have to have enough money in the account for $630 to be acceptable, right? To be an acceptable risk. If that is in your risk tolerance, then by all means, you've got a great chance here for a mega, trend trade. Now, on the full contract of gold here, it looks like we've come into that area already on the 15-minute chart. So it's a little different than the micro, isn't it? It's a little different on the micro. Or the extended trend is on the 1 hour. Yeah, look at that. The micro gold is different, guys. So the micro gold, we have an extended trend. That's really interesting. So actually, we would not be able to take that full contract of gold because the trend is not extended on the 1 hour chart, but we're extended on the micro. Very interesting. Very interesting. April contract. Yeah, no, that's it. So the full contract is actually, we can't do that. You can only take a trend reversal trade if TrendCloud is telling you you've got an extended trend. So do you see how important that is? If I didn't have a system that showed me the extended trend by coloring those candles blue, I would not have seen that. I would have said, oh, well, micro and full contract of gold, it's the same thing. Well, in this case, it's actually not, right? So because the full contract of gold has a higher volume, has more volume, it could act a little differently than the micro. Okay, so the micro is actually extended where the full contract of gold is not. So this trade we can only take on the micro gold account. All right, no problem. So that's all the way up here today. All right, so it might take all day to reach back up here, but if it does, my goodness, we've got ourselves a really good trend reversal opportunity here. Really nice trend reversal opportunity. So it might take a couple of days for that to actually take place. Let's take a look at silver. Go over to silver. Let's redo these charts. Where's the action on silver? Okay, silver broke to the upside. 4 hour chart, you can see that plus sign right there is showing you trend reversal. So we have trend reversal, high time frame, breaks to the upside, and it even breaks through. Look how it breaks through the 100 simple and the 200 simple. It broke through both of those. And now it's pulling back into the trend cloud, right? So you know that price moves like this. Impulse up, correction into the trend cloud, finding support at that 200, and breaking back to the upside. So right down in here is actually a great area to look for that continuation of the high time frame trend. And look where we're at. What's this right here that we're seeing? The average daily range of silver pulling back right into here. Okay, momentum is still down. Momentum is still down. And we broke to the downside on the opening range as well. So silver today pulled back really deep. We could have made some money early on here by taking these trend cloud signals to the downside and following the momentum. So today's trade on silver was about this corrective move back into trend cloud. All right, let me put a line right at that 200 simple, right about there. Okay, and you're right in between those two ADR checkpoints, right? So that's a great buying opportunity on silver. Um, that would be an aggressive buy. That's a great buy. If you want to be aggressive on silver, you can start buying it up right in this area here. Okay, that's a great buying area for silver. Make that green. That's where you want to start buying silver. Okay, and that would be aggressive, right? Because momentum is still down, cycling down, momentum is down, but we've pulled back pretty deep to that 100% ADR checkpoint. So silver went 100% of its average daily range, and that's where we're at right now. So if you wanted to be aggressive, you can buy here. What if we wanted to be more conservative? What if we wanted to buy silver on a more conservative entry? How would we do that? And I go over all of this in the masterclass, guys. So if you like the TrendCloud system and you want to use TrendCloud inside of the masterclass on technical analysis, you will see how to take those conservative entries. And this is how you do it. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now. What we want to do is you want to wait for price to actually enter that area and start hitting some of these levels, right? Let's say it comes in a little bit past that first ADR checkpoint, right? And hits that 200 simple moving average. Okay, great. What do we want to see? We want to see some sort of move out. And on this move out, we want to see that CCI indicator break above positive 100. That's it. That's what we need to see to start to rejoin the trend to the upside. Okay? So we have to wait for a reaction on this middle chart here today, because today the ADR checkpoint is here. Tomorrow it'll be somewhere else. All right. So this is a daily average range, which means it recalculates every single day. So we're going to monitor this using our signals, right? We're going to monitor this using our signals on silver. And we're going to set some alerts. So go to your 15-minute chart, or even make it even more sensitive. Go to your 5-minute chart, and you want to set up an alert. Okay, hit the plus sign. Go to your TrendCloud. This is going to send me an alert right to my phone and let me know that we've got up arrows forming. Okay, and we're going to say silver long. Okay, demand zone, DZ demand zone. That's a little note to remind me what this is, and there you go. Okay, so now when we start getting these up arrow signals, it's actually going to send me an alert right to my phone and let me know, hey, we're starting to head back to the upside. This is your conservative entry signal. Okay, so once we see that and we see CCI break above positive 100, there you go. There's your conservative entry to start going long on the silver trade. All right. Aggressive entry, you just take the trade right in this area, buy it. Conservative entry, wait for those TrendCloud signals to alert you on your cell phone. Okay. It's going to go right to your cell phone. That's the more conservative entry. You can start taking those. All right. So the TrendCloud system is completely set up for you so that you can take aggressive trades or more conservative trades on those trend following signals and those trend reversal signals. All right. Let's do a couple of more. I don't want this video to get too long. Let's check on our trade here. Very nice. Okay. We are still heading to the downside on that copper trade. We're up over 700 bucks, and we are continuing this downward move. All right, continuing the downward move. Let's go over to platinum. And what is the deal with platinum? Okay, so we've got upward trend, but we're cycling down. Momentum is down. Momentum is also, do you see how momentum has broken below -100 and also -200? That is an extremely strong momentum downtrend, right? Even though the trend is up, this pullback taking place, right? The pullback taking place right here. Look at that. It hit the 200 simple and it's moving down, right? It's moving down. Here's your cycle indicator letting you know you're cycling down. Momentum is down on that high time frame. Now we've already entered the high time frame trend cloud. Okay, and it's breaking. It's breaking out above that. So we're in between here. We're still saying that we are, that we are to the downside, right? And look what's forming here. Look at this sideways movement. Look at these peaks here on that 5-minute chart. Here's your low. Here's your higher low, higher low. So we're climbing out, right? And we broke to the upside right here. Okay. Broke to the upside. We might be pulling down to retest this area again. Okay. We might be pulling back down to retest this area. So, what's it going to be? Is it going to be an upward move or is it going to be a downward move? Well, we don't know because we've got upward trends and downward momentum. So we have to wait and be a little bit more conservative, right? So we need to wait for some signals, right? So we're going to pull down, pull back down into here. What do we have down here? Do we have any support levels? It looks like we've got a line right here. What is that? Previous days open. Okay. So we've got the previous days open here. Perhaps we move back down to that previous days open. A lot of buyers seem to be coming in here. We see all these wicks, right? That's another indication that you're going to be rejoining that upward trend. Go out to the 15-minute chart. Yep, pulling back down. ADR level is all the way down here. So we're kind of in between, right? I think we need to wait for some more information and then we can start taking this trade long again. But we'll need to see how this reacts. So what is the plan here for platinum? Well, if we want to take this trade long and rejoin the upward trend on the high time frame, what do we need to see? We need to see this, right? Pulls back into here, hits that previous day's open, and then breaks some structure to the upside. On this break of structure, CCI should break above positive 100. Then we can start looking for an upward move, rejoining this uptrend. Okay, it's systematic, guys, right? It's the same thing every single time. And if you go through the masterclass on TrendCloud, you will clearly see, oh, okay, we're coming into that demand zone. Here's the previous day's open. Wait for TrendCloud or wait for CCI to break above positive 100. Now I can start looking for entries to rejoin that high time frame uptrend. After a couple of weeks, right, of just going through the TrendCloud system and going through that masterclass, give yourself a couple of weeks to go through everything. You will see this very clearly. That is what TrendCloud is for, guys. Trend following and trend reversal trades. If that's your game, TrendCloud is for you. Okay. So go back over this video. We did a lot of trade plan development in this video today. And give it a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment, and definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. And we'll continue to go over that trade. And let's see if we can continue the copper trade all the way back down to that demand zone. Okay. Today is also the very first day of our free trading challenge, right? Where we look for 8% in 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, we do a new trading challenge. It starts today. As soon as I'm out of this copper trade, I'm going to reset my paper trading account, and we will do another free simulation so that you could continue to practice in case you want to join some type of prop trading firm challenge. All right. All right, Fernando, great job, buddy. I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, and have a good rest of the day, everybody. Take care.